Welcome to Nick and Kristen in the podcast. I'm Nick. That's Kristen. This is the podcast. I got my squishy today.
Ooh,
it's
a squishy day.
It's a long day. This is recorded very late at night, later than we normally record, and we're both very tired. We've had long days.
Long day.
Yeah.
Tuesdays are long days for us.
I was almost to the point where like, I don't think we need to do a podcast. Who cares?
That's how tired we are right now.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna play with my squishy while we talk about some random stuff that we have like in our chamber. Like, so today I basically just kind of drove to Longview. It was me and Lily all day, and I took some pictures for some real estate. So I'm trying to get into some side gig stuff, and it's all pretty much just side gig stuff at this point.
Yeah, I know.
Then Kristen worked her full gig, her real gig, her main gig.
Well, the only gig
the
that
only
I have.
Gig, yeah.
The only gig of the house at the moment, but my only gig. So I'm a therapist. If you're just tuning in for the first time, you're not. It's the same people over and over again. You know that. But I had 8 clients today, back to back. And by the way, that is too much back to back.
Yes, but you're kind of off tomorrow, right? Like, you got nothing to do
I'm off tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's my day off, so I'm really excited. So it's kind of Monday's a sort of a light day for me. Tuesday's like the big day, and then it's like I get a day off. So it's like, okay, it's nice.
Which is nice. There's some big news happening in the country music, and for the first time we were like, we'll have to talk about that.
We don't have to talk about Jelly Roll and Bunny getting divorced, but I thought it's interesting because Jelly Roll, obviously a country singer, it's been crossing over into the pop world. Him and his wife he's the star, but they're kind of a duo. Yeah. They have like social media presence together. She just wrote a book. They're kind of everywhere together. Their story is very linked. When you think Jelly Roll, you think Bunny.
Yeah, I don't know if she was popular before this. I think she was. Just like he was, in an outside of the country realm or whatever. And now they've made each other even more popular. And I think she had a podcast, and she's like, all this stuff going on. So they're both equally like famous.
So, by the way, she's worth $7 million. Wow. He's worth about 20.
Okay.
So, she's not like come from nothing, right?
Yeah, exactly,
she's a star in her own right. But they announced that they're getting divorced. And it did seem to kind of come out of nowhere because they've been talking a lot about how great their marriage is and how wonderful it is.
And they were planning on having kids,
Their whole thing was that they were planning on having twins. They were starting IVF. And Jelly Roll recently lost like 300 pounds.
Yeah,
something
more
around
than that, probably.
Like crazy.
He went from big Jelly Roll to little Jelly Roll.
Yeah, so a lot of people saying like, oh, he's looking good. Like, is that the reason that they got divorced? Like, clearly they didn't be like, here's the reason. Yeah. They just filed or whatever.
It's only been a couple of days, so they haven't made any statements yet. So if you're reading this or if you're watching this after they've made a statement,
they haven't as of yet.
Yeah,
but it's interesting because a lot of people are turning against Bunny online.
Okay.
This is what I've seen because recently, within the last 3 or 4 months, she released a book. And it was kind of like a memoir because she's led this very interesting life.
Yeah.
And in it, she talks about her relationship with Jelly and how like they worked on their marriage. It was a very rocky marriage. They broke up several times, got back together, but how they had like cracked the code on how to have a great relationship. And a lot of the second half of the book was about like, here's how we have a great relationship and here's how you can have a great relationship.
Yeah.
It wasn't a self-help book, but a lot of people extrapolated a lot of information from that as to like how to have a good relationship.
Okay, interesting. Yeah.
And so now on the heels of that book coming out, they announced that they're getting divorced. And a lot of people feel swindled.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that because you go in and you're reading it and you're like, oh, and anyone who ever says they have a perfect marriage is wrong. Like, no one ever has a perfect marriage, right?
Well, no, there's no such thing as perfection.
Yeah.
But a lot of people were like, hey, what else have you been lying about or embellishing? Because there's no way this came out of nowhere. Now, you pointed out to me, like, he could have cheated, and that could have come out of nowhere.
I guess he's had some infidelity issues before, and so this could have just been he went crazy, and she caught him, like, or the other way around, like maybe she cheated and he caught her, like, I don't know.
When she wrote the book, she could have thought like they had this really great marriage. Yeah. So like it's hard because I was telling you this, like it immediately reminded me of this woman named Rachel Hollis, and I'm sure you all just went, who?
Oh, Rachel Hollis,
who?
Yeah.
Because we got to go back about 10 years to talk about Rachel Hollis. Rachel Hollis was on the cusp of the mommy blogs. So back when like internet was kind of fresh and new and people were starting to monetize blogging, she became really popular.
Okay.
So popular that like all of a sudden she was popping up on all the social medias when they started out as like a design expert, a relationship expert, a single gal expert, like a parenting expert. She was like the one-stop shop.
Yeah.
And everybody started looking at her as the next Oprah. Because she
That's
had this
big.
very relatable
Yeah.
sense and like she was funny and quirky and oh my gosh, and her husband was cute and they seemed to have a great marriage and they seemed to have a good family and all this stuff. And she started writing all these self-help books like, here's how I became this self-made millionaire. She had a clothing line on QVC. Like she was like infiltrating everything.
Yeah, she was on her way to becoming
She was on her way.
a billionaire like Oprah, I'm sure.
She was like, I mean, 2 steps away from having her own talk show and being like nationally known as this gal.
Okay.
So her and her husband collaborate. They've been doing a podcast for a while at this point. They had been showing up on social media. Perfect couple. They had also been teaching relationship seminars. So they had been traveling around the country teaching you.
You want what we have?
Want a relationship
Yeah.
like me? Here's how you get it. Here, fork over $5,000 and we're going to tell you the secret, right?
If we ever start teaching marriage,
God help us if we do.
then that's the cue that this is ending. Like, if we're ever like, let's just show everybody else. how
Chapter
this
1,
is.
settle. Chapter 2, cash in. That's pretty much what it is. Like,
Yeah.
No, but like, so they start doing all this stuff. Everyone's looking to them. Oh, they're great. So they release a book together. Here's how to have the perfect marriage
Of course.
handbook.
Yeah.
Before the book is even out in print, before you can even buy it, they announce their divorce. And like,
Yeah. Didn't everyone turn like? Everyone turned on her, right? And him? I guess I'm assuming.
everybody
Yeah.
turned. Like it was infuriating because like they had taught a how to have a perfect marriage conference the weekend before
Oh, yeah,
the
that's
divorce
right.
was
I
announced.
do remember this, yeah.
And it was like, are you kidding me?
And it
Because-
wasn't cheap, right? It was like $5,000.
No, it was like
$5,000
$5,000 or $6,000 per couple,
Yeah.
right? Like this, they were
Jeez.
banking it.
Man,
in.
we got to get into that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I feel like the market's saturated at this point.
Probably, yeah.
But anyways, so like everybody turned. Not only did nobody buy the book, but people turned on her in a way that I've never seen. They didn't turn on the guy, which I think is just like
Yeah, well, he probably wasn't as popular.
he wasn't
she
as
was.
popular. He
Yeah.
wasn't the
was
one.
just
He wasn't the
husband.
face of the
Yeah,
brand,
He was
right?
the husband of her.
He
Yeah.
tried launching a podcast solo afterwards, failed miserably.
Yeah,
so
of
he
course.
got
Well,
what was
th-
come
yeah,
up in,
there you
right? But she lost everything. Like everything, rags to riches. And like once in a while, I'll see her pop up on a social media being like, hey, I'm a crafter now. Follow me on YouTube and learn how to make this fun wreath for your family. And it's like, nope. Like you tried to be Oprah. You tried to be like Martha Stewart. Like
Yeah.
no one's buying it
Now you
anymore.
got to get a job, lady, which
Get
is unfortunate.
Fill out those applications like everybody.
Well, it brings up another social media person that I was recently disappointed by, but I haven't looked more
Oh,
into
yeah.
it. So Jen Hamilton,
Yeah.
is a popular TikToker, right?
Yeah.
She does a lot of good. She goes to people's channels
Oh,
and like
so
makes
good.
them popular, and she seems like a really nice person. She
She donates a ton of money.
she's a
yeah.
nurse, and when she doesn't even like, she could probably go full time on social media because
Oh,
like
yeah.
her followers are enough, but she doesn't, and she's
She's a
still
labor and delivery nurse, by the way.
yeah,
So,
so she's like a nurse, and you're like, oh, well, of course. And she went on recently, and I guess she's getting divorced.
yeah.
From what I can tell, either he died or they're
He
getting
didn't
divorced.
die.
He didn't die, so they're
Yeah.
getting a divorce. But she went on, and I just don't. Maybe we grew up in the generation before it, and that's why.
Yeah.
But like, and I hate to say, like, she's probably the generation after us, right? Is that what it is?
I don't know.
She might be.
I'm not sure.
But crying on camera
yeah.
always gives me a bad taste in my mouth. And so she was in the deepest pain of her life, getting
Sobbing.
this divorce and crying. And she went, boop, let me make sure everyone sees this. And there's a couple defenses to this
Yeah.
where it's like, I want to show that I'm relatable. Like
Yeah.
I don't have all the ups. I'm not all up. There's some downs.
Yeah.
And I want to show you the downs. But for something that happened so immediately, it's like the first or second thought you had was, I've got to record this.
I hate that.
Yeah, and you should have waited a couple days. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Oh, and she might have, right? I don't know if it was
She
like
might, yeah.
super fresh, but yeah. And so it immediately I thought she set up a tripod.
Yeah,
She made sure she was in frame. that the lighting was good, right?
Yeah,
that
she
she
was
wasn't
facing
getting,
the sun,
she was
yeah.
facing away. That can you see me? Is there weird shadows? Okay, record and get into. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's leaving me. Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah. And then when she's done, she hits the stop record.
Yeah.
Then she edits it on her phone. She adds music or she adds captions.
There was very dramatic music line, so she definitely added music.
And then there was a caption. There was some hashtags.
Yeah.
And then there was a publish. So this wasn't like an accidental turn my camera on. Oh, I caught it. Let me just throw it up there and be relatable. Like it's a very intentional thing to do this.
She's not the only one. Obviously,
of course not.
So many people do this, but I, for some reason, held her to a higher standard. I don't even watch her that much.
No.
But I felt like immediately I was like, oh, not you.
It really rubbed me the wrong way as well.
Okay.
And then immediately after, it was the reaction videos of people being like, I just want to say, like, Jen Hamilton, like, I love you and I'm here to support you. Like, all this parasocial relationship stuff
Yeah,
from all these people.
Yeah. They're all trying to jump on the trend because her name's probably trending because she just got a
huge.
divorce. And so they're like, oh, I got to make a video so that when people search, they find me and how sympathetic I am for her loss. And it's just like, everyone's just gross now.
It's icky.
Like, all the
It's
social
icky.
media, it's just, yeah.
And it kind of just reminds you, like, everybody was icky. Like, I don't know, like, even people like Oprah, where you're like, her image isn't squeaky clean anymore anyways. But, like, back in her heyday, it was like she could do no wrong. And it's like, all of those moves were so intentional.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't fall into fame. Like, she pushed herself into fame. And that's what, like, Jen Hamilton's doing. That's what Rachel Hollis tried to do.
Yeah.
And it's just like, nobody just became accidental famous, and we want to think that they did because they're so talented or they're so relatable.
Especially now, it's like it's authentic, it's relatable. It's like then I all I see is authenticity. This is you just turning the camera on.
The Ellen thing. Like the fact that like Ellen made a whole career out of like, I'm just like you and I'm super relatable. But behind the scenes, she was a monster.
Yeah.
And when people found out it was all an act, it all comes crashing down. And it feels like that with Jen a little bit, Jen Hamilton.
Yeah. I haven't looked at her since that video that was a couple days ago, I think.
Yeah. I'm not saying anything about her personally. I'm just saying it was a moment where it took me out and I went, I feel like I saw the entrepreneur behind the camera as opposed to just the regular gal.
If you would have waited a day or so and like addressed me like I'm a friend,
right?
Instead of like it was just straight up crying, saying, "Don't talk to me right now." Like, well, then turn the camera off. Like, take this moment to grieve and be sad, and then come back and be like, "Hey guys," because that's how everybody starts.
Hey guys.
Hey guys. And then explain what happened. Get emotional while you're talking about it. That's fine. I don't care. But to just be already crying and no, I don't know. That just bothers me.
I know.
So I don't know. But I'm sure she's still a good person.
I'm sure she is. I'm sure but also it's like, if I'm going to be in pain, I might as well monetize it. She probably made $1 million off of this post, because it's trending everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure she didn't turn off monetization on it. Like, heck yeah, she's going to get millions of views.
Is that better or worse?
I don't know, but it's like, if I'm in pain and definitely if I'm getting divorced, I'm getting some money out of it.
Especially if it was his fault.
Right. But, she's not the worst.
No.
Like, I've seen women, I'm sorry, but it's women a lot of time, like, set up the tripod and, like, lean up against the wall and like crumple and cry down the wall that like, oh God, whatever happened. And it's just like, you had to set up a tripod for this. You had to make sure that when you slid down the wall, you'd still be in frame.
And what if you bump the camera? Like, do you redo it? Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like, did you look afterwards and be like, I can do that better?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's the same thing with like the people that do like hiking videos. It's like at some point you had, I love them because at some point you had to set the tripod up, walk away from it, and then walk towards the camera like it was your first time seeing everything.
Yeah.
And then you had to rush over and turn it off and then edit it. Like, it's just, it's so silly that we live in this world.
I watch a lot of those videos and it's always funny to me because they're so far away from the camera. I'm like, that guy's got to walk
He's got to
back.
hoof it like, you got to hope nobody's stealing your camera.
You see the tripod, they're on a different mountain. You're like, oh man.
You're like, oh, I hope he had a buddy that helps him do that, you know. But then that's worse. So you have a cinematographer following you around.
Yeah. Are we? Yeah. Maybe we're the only ones that are thinking about
just a lovely day here in Vancouver, Washington, on my hike.
Yeah. They stumble upon the camera. Oh, hello. Yeah.
I always ask that because it's like, you know, the people that are like eating and they're filming and then somebody walks by and says something racist to them or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, that's awful. But also, why were you filming yourself eating? Like, how did you just happen to catch that? Like,
I think those people are like wannabe influencers.
Sure. So, but like whenever I sit down, I don't set up the camera immediately just in case something happens. Like, that's what makes me think it's fake. Like, that's what makes me think like, oh, you staged that.
Yeah. And one of the telltale signs that I've learned, and there's some research on this, that you can tell if it's staged or not, is if the camera doesn't move when someone's hurt or if there's something actually surprising. So if the camera is steady and something crazy happens, it was planned. That's your...
Yeah, well, that makes a lot of sense because I would be like, well, I have my phone right here.
Especially with your kid. Like if your kid's randomly...
If they fell, I'd be like, oh my gosh.
Exactly.
And I'd run towards them,
You wouldn't sit, unless you're a terrible parent, you wouldn't sit there and keep holding the camera straight unless you
Lily,
planned it.
are you okay?
Same with like people that are surprised by anything. Like the people, I always see it all the time. I'm like, oh, well, the camera didn't move, so you're not shocked. And so it's like, and that's one of the telltale signs.
Oh, good to know.
As you know, this is 100% authentic and real. Kristen and I have the perfect marriage. We're going to start doing perfect marriage.
We're going to start teaching seminars. I mean, my God.
And it'll be right before the Clark County Trash Pandas take the field. Well, walk on the court. Take the court. Yeah. Walk on the court. Because we are, in fact, brought to you by the Clark County Trash Pandas. Kristen, you want to go ahead and tell them all about them?
Yeah, okay. The Clark County Trash Pandas, a slam dunk for Clark County basketball fans, bringing professional basketball, family-friendly entertainment, and a commitment to the community we call home. Yeah. The Clark County Trash Pandas, where community, passion, and professional basketball come together. The season tickets, excuse me.
I'm sorry. Well, these are all just, you don't have to do all three.
I am doing all three. They're the only sponsor we got. We got to kill some time. Season tickets go on sale in October. Follow them on Facebook for more updates. They're only on Facebook?
For now. Well, no, they're on Instagram too.
Okay.
But
can we follow? Because Facebook's pretty dead.
Go to their website, clarkcountytrashpandas.com.
Why is that not up there?
Because I just
know
that.
Why are you not cutting them down at the knees?
Well, I have if you watch the video, which you don't.
I don't.
The website comes up and it's right.
Do you watch this podcast?
I have to. Oh yeah.
I know you edit it, but like afterwards, do you watch it?
No, I don't watch it after. I watched it 20 times editing it.
That's true.
Because like there's a lot of edits because I have to bleep out all your F words. And like all the times that we start arguing,
I have to color correct my face.
Yeah, I have to stop because
I have to be beautiful and everything.
And then we have to restart after we stop arguing and all this other stuff. And
I used to put on makeup for this podcast. I don't anymore. I can't remember the last time I threw anything on my face.
It's fine.
I'm shiny. My
lashes someone said they liked the lighting last time, so. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
And we'll see you on the next one.